Alright guys, so as you already know by now, Dragon Ball Legends is heavily hinting God Key for the 6th year anniversary, which starts in just a few weeks. And now, God Key to me is extremely hyped, like one of the most hyped tags. Now, yesterday I made a video giving you guys a top 10 tips of what to do before the 6th year anniversary starts. And I pretty much just mentioned a few tags in terms of what we can expect and what equipments to farm for those tags, and God Key was one of them. Now, I got a few comments regarding that video asking me, why are you mentioning all these equipments when you're not showing the equipments itself? Now, I got a few comments with that, so I'm going to be addressing that in today's video. What equipment am I farming for these tags that are worthy for the 6th year anniversary? Now, I'm sure we're going to get brand new, equipments down the line. That's guaranteed. But if you guys want to get ahead of the curve or just see what I'm farming right now, because I think the equipment bonanza ends today. So unfortunately it ends today, but there's some equipment you guys can start farming in terms of like the first slots, and just keep it in your bank for the 6th year anniversary for when it starts and you're ready to team build, right? That's what I'm doing at least, because it's kind of like slow in Dragon Ball Legends. So, I mean, God Key Tournament of Power is heavily hinted, as you guys saw. Like, this is a concept banner of God Goku and a hit. Now, I don't think we're just going to get a God Goku and hint and hit as a tag unit. I think if this character comes out, they need to bring out a double LF banner guaranteed. This character is hype, but not hype enough to, I think, just lead a solo banner for the 6th year anniversary. Comment down below, do you guys agree with that? I mean, honestly, this is just kind of like I said, it's a really cool character. I want this character, but to headline a solo anniversary banner for part 1, it's kind of iffy, right? But then, of course, we see a transforming Keflet there, which is pretty cool too, but I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, the equipments that the tags that I'm farming right now, guys, is God Key, okay? Games Original is a big one, okay? I am super hype on Games Original, not just because I believe it's potentially gonna be the best tag eventually, but I believe this tag here is going to be the coolest tag as well, right? Because it's a made-up tag. We could get like a Super Saiyan God Gogeta, for goodness sakes, right? That would fall under Games Original. Or Shallots, right? GT is another one I'm farming in terms of equipment, which I'll show you guys in just one bit. Of course, because of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is super speculated right now as the Ultra for July. Fusion Warrior, same thing applies. Actually, every single anniversary has had Fusion Warrior. Universe Rep, because let's just say, the purple UI Goku just got his unique equipment. The Google Play Store apps changed to different variations of UI Gokus from TOP for some certain people as well. So Universe Rep has been hinted as well. And it's a pretty hype tag. And I think there's still a lot of untapped potential with that tag. And then as a bonus, Future, because God Key ties in with Future. We could talk about Zamasu, Rose, Corrupt Zamasu, and stuff like that. But, okay, guys, let's get into it, because this is going to be very interesting, okay? Now, the only really good God Key equipment, I would say, that you guys can start farming today, in terms of pure stats, there's other pure stats one, which we can get to in just one bit as well, but this one is very important because, number one, it's not an awakening equipment, so it's kind of easy to just kind of get that first slot. That's really important in my books. Until they fix the horrendous way we have to keep farming those awakening equipments. I hate... Dude, it's like one of Dragon Ball Legends' worst things to do is farm a first slot for an awakening equipment, or like a red slot for an awakening equipment. It's an absolute nightmare and a mess. But this, I guess, it's pretty good. But anyways, why this is good is because of the second and third slot. Of course, all of it is good, but this is for God Key. And if you guys are planning on using a full God Key team, you guys get pure stats. Well, pure stats are pretty much, it says right here, 12% to strike defense. It doesn't say base strike. It says just strike, meaning it's pure stat, meaning it's better. It stacks up on top of your base stats, right? Which is really good. Your overall base stats. And then down here, same thing with blast defense. So this one is really good, and it's pretty easy to farm, I'd say so, because you don't need to awaken it, right? Now, in terms of Games Original, something like I said, man, I am so hyped and optimistic for this tag. I already farmed 6 of these, okay? Now, there's no pure stats here, but it's a very good equipment. It's for Games Original, right? It came out not too long ago with that whole Shallot revamp and stuff like that, but this is one I'm definitely taking a look at. The first slot, you get some defense and base health up to 10%, which is something you definitely want, right, in terms of defense. And then the last 2 slots, a whopping 30% to both strike and blast attack. So this is a really good one as well. I'm sure Games Original is going to get stacked with brand new equipment when it comes out. But this in itself is already a very good equipment to farm. So get 6 of these, right, for a full roster, or at least 3 of them for your team. Universe Rep, obviously, of course, Universe Rep was part of last year. There's a solid chance, guys, it could be part of this year. And this is definitely one I'm farming. Or actually, I already have some of these as well at first slot. But of course, the same thing applies, just like that God Key equipment. It's the exact same thing when there are 3 Universe Rep battle members remaining. Which, by the way, this is bugged. It's not supposed to say remaining. It's just when you have 3 Universe Rep battle members in your squad, right? So that you guys bring in. So the Japanese version is not translated to this, and it's been tested before. So excuse the remaining. I don't know why they haven't fixed this. And I think somebody's already spoken to Toshi in real life, and he said the exact same thing. So this is a good one. Also, this one, which, you know, you have to build a team with Sun Family and Rival Universe. Now, in terms of something else I'm expecting, perhaps if we're all expecting, you know, perhaps maybe a Battle of Gods, maybe a Broly movie, Sagas is always something to keep in your bank. I have a ton of good Saga from the movies equipments. So this is something just, for example, like we just got this Frieza, right? He Sagas, right? The Golden Frieza, the Ultra Golden Frieza. So he Sagas from the movies. So he's equipable, right? You can equip this to him. But yeah, you get pure strike attack up to 6% for each Saga from the movie battle member. So this is up to 18% to pure strike attack. So this is actually very good for the Frieza. If you guys are planning on using the Frieza with any, perhaps maybe Battle of Gods characters that might come out, which, by the way, Battle of Gods is not in Dragon Ball Legends yet. Only the parallel version of this is Sagas and Millie. So yeah, Frieza is equipable to this, and so is Janemba. But Battle of Gods is not in the game yet. They could simply just add it, right? Right now, what is in the game is the parallel version to it, which is the pilot of Dragon Ball called Beerus Saga, pretty much, which is basically how Dragon Ball Super opens up, right, with the Beerus and Goku fight. So yeah, I mean, Sagas is definitely something I'm taking a look at. Same thing with this one right here. Very, very good equipment. I mean, very good equipment. You get 20% to either base strike or base blast defense on the first slot. And then the second slot, you get base strike attack up to 20% on top of 10% to strike defense if there are 3 episodes, Sagas from the movies, battle members in your team. And then same thing down below, 20% to base strike attack. This is just a very good equipment, guys. I would advise you guys to get at least 3 of these and just keep it in store. Anytime we get a Sagas from the movies buffs, whether it be a Broly movie down the line with a brand new Broly and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, you know, this is definitely something to take a look at and keep in your bank, in my personal opinion, right? Now, it's something that we're all expecting is definitely GT, okay? GT is something we're definitely expecting. I mean, we just saw the return of Spirit Bomb GT Kid Goku right now in the LF Nappa and Vegeta banner, which was extremely unexpected. But I think they know that GT is going to get involved in the 6th year anniversary, and we're going to get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? That's pretty much the big unit we're missing. There's been speculations of an Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is pretty cool too, but we're all expecting a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which rightfully so, I think it's time we got one for sure, right? So of course, this applies the same thing. You get base health and some pure strike attack and pure blast attack to both 2nd and 3rd slot. So this one right here is definitely really good to farm. Same thing with this one, you know, pure strike attack, and same thing with this one. This one's actually a very good one if you're planning on using Android Super 17 in your team, because this is not only for GT, it's for Powerful Opponent and Android. So Powerful Opponent is extremely broad. I mean, just take a look at this, guys. It's absolutely insane, right? Golden Frieza can use this alongside Super 17. So, and this gives you pure stats, pure strike attack, and pure blast attack, up to 12% if pretty much Tag GT and Android 17 is a battle member, which is Super 17. And then you get almost 30% to both strike and base blast defense on the first 2 slots. This is a must farm equipment for GT, or if you guys are using any Powerful Opponent characters with Android 17 or Super 17. So yeah, okay, let me just give you guys a few bonuses here because this is fusion related. Of course, up to 5% to blast attack for each fusion battle member in your team, and you get some defense on the top 2 slots. So this is, of course, if we do get a Fusion Warrior buff, which I'm predicting we will be getting a Fusion Warrior buff for the 6th year anniversary. just because every single anniversary we've had, of course, a Fusion Warrior, right? And then, of course, here we have a Future buff, which, surprisingly speaking, Future does need buffs, and it does have a lot of hype characters, and you get up to 6% to pure strike attack for each tag Future battle member in your team. So this is a must for Future as well. So pretty much these are 12 equipments I just showed you, 12, and this is all what I'm kind of eyeballing right now and just kind of like trying to stack up, guys, because as you guys can see right here, we should be getting the anniversary announcement date and trailer very, very soon, within like a week. So yeah, but yeah, guys, I'm really hyped. Whether we get God Key, whatever else tags I just mentioned, I like to be prepared, and I like to show you guys what I'm doing. So consider this a part 2 from yesterday's video on what I'm doing, because some of you guys did DM me asking me what equipments I'm farming for these tags that I mentioned on part 1 of this video. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you guys once again tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Peace.